everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Paula. If you're not new here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm talking about a way better alternative to getting a job. If you're currently applying for summer jobs right now and you're not getting any luck with your applications, or you've applied to, let's say, 30 jobs and still you haven't heard back from any, and you're trying to freak out, you're trying to be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna have a job this summer. Well, I have something way better than a job, and something that can actually make you up to $5,000 per month. And guess what? It doesn't even require you to leave your house. It doesn't require you to even leave your room or leave your bed. Now, I know this sounds very skeptical, and you're probably like, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. But it is true, and there are millions of people out there that are currently making money from this method, including myself. And that method is called digital marketing. I'm sure it's not your first time hearing about the term digital marketing. You've probably heard about it all over the internet, because I think right now it's at its all-time popularity, and people are really getting into digital marketing every single day. And you can also be a part of the people that are getting into this, that are making upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 per month just from selling digital products. It's really not that hard to sell digital products, and most people go about it the wrong way, which is the reason why I'm making today's video, to give you a step-by-step process on everything you need to know when it comes to starting digital marketing and creating your first digital product. Before I get into the video, I do want to talk about my ebook, specifically because it is currently on sale for 60% off. The ebook is called My Revenue Roadmap Kit. In that ebook, I tell you everything you need to know when it comes to making money online, specifically how I was able to have a net worth of over 6 figures at just 19 years old, which is something that a lot of people actually struggle to do in their 20s and 30s, but I was able to do it before I even enter my 20s. So if you are serious about making money online, especially if you are watching this video, if you are a teenager, you want to make some actual money, something that's actually tangible, then I recommend getting this ebook, especially now because it is on sale. But no pressure whatsoever. I do provide free information on my YouTube channel. This is just for those who are really serious and obviously can't afford to invest in their future. I'll also tell you exactly how you're gonna make your very first sale within the time span of watching this video. What is digital marketing? You're not new to that term, but just a brief evaluation. Digital marketing is selling digital goods or services. So you can either sell a course, you can sell an ebook, you can sell templates, you can sell whatever it is. Just anything that can be accessed via the internet, and usually a downloadable document. Digital marketing can also be done with courses and stuff like that. Let's say, for example, you have a course and you can sell that course to people to gain specific type of information. So you're probably thinking, how can I get started with digital marketing? The very first thing you need to do to get started with digital marketing is figuring out what skill you have to teach other people. Now, this is the thing that most people struggle a lot with, because they're like, Paula, I really don't think I have anything that other people would want to pay money for. I don't really have any skills. This is what you need to do. I want you guys to go to ChatGPT, and you're not going to use it to help you create your product. You're going to use it to help you figure out what product to create. I would not recommend using AI to create a digital product. People are going to know. People are going to know. AI sounds nothing like humans, and you want to make sure it is authentic and something you actually made yourself. But we're going to use AI to figure out what skill we have that we can teach other people. So you're going to go to AI and write like a little paragraph about yourself. You're going to say, hi, my name is this, I like this, I don't like this, I'm good at this, I went to this, I'm in this high school, I'm in this college. Just write like a brief summary about yourself, about your hobbies, about the things that you like to do in your daily life. That's how you braid hair, right? Everything you do in your daily life, write that in ChatGPT. You can also ask it to use resources from your previous questions that you've asked it before to figure out what digital product you'll be able to sell. What is something that you are relatively good or intermediate at that you can sell to other people? Then ChatGPT will tell you, based on the information from the following text that you gave me and also from our previous conversations, I can tell that you can create an ebook about braiding hair because you braid hair and you make a pretty good amount of money from this, and you've been doing this for the past 4 years. So you can definitely make an ebook about braiding hair. So ChatGPT is going to help you analyze the skills that you have in your daily life that you may not be able to see very, very clearly. Now, after you have figured out, okay, I'm good at doing this and I can teach people this, or I can make an ebook about this, now comes the creation process. So when it comes to creating your ebook, you can either pay someone to do it or you can do it by yourself. I always go in the route of doing it by yourself, because honestly, creating an ebook is a skill of its own that you can sell potentially in the future as well. But you're gonna use a website that's completely free called Canva. So Canva is basically an online graphic design platform, and you can use this in order to create your ebook. They also have several templates as well. So let's say, for example, you're not that skilled at graphic design, like making it look pretty. Canva can do all that for you, and all you have to do is just write the information. You can literally go to Canva and pick a template, use the template, change the colors of the template, and just change the text in the template to your text and to your information. It's honestly really easy. I estimate that this part could take anywhere from 1 week, if you're dedicating hours of your day to writing this ebook, to a couple months. Typically for me, it takes me about a month to write an ebook, but honestly, if you have enough free time in your day, it is summer, by the way, so you can dedicate 3 to 4 hours a day to work on this ebook. And if you do that, you can be done in a week. But if you don't have as much time, let's say you only have 1 hour a day, then it'll take you a bit longer. But make sure that this ebook is very compact. Before you sell this ebook, ask yourself, if someone else was selling an ebook on this topic with the same content, with the same amount of information, would I purchase this ebook? Be honest with yourself. If the answer is no, that ebook is not yet ready to be sold. You need to go back in, work on the ebook a bit more, and ask yourself the same question again. If someone else was selling this ebook to me with the exact same content, exact same materials, would I purchase this ebook? And until your answer is yes, you are not going to sell that ebook. Okay, now let's say, for example, you've revised your ebook about 4 to 5 times, and now you have perfect, everything is pretty good to be sold. Now comes the next step, figuring out how much to sell your ebook for. So this honestly depends on you. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, because no matter what you sell it for, it's all going to be profit, because you did not pay for this ebook, and it all matters the amount of copies that you sell. So if you want to sell a lot of copies, you want it to be very accessible to people, you can start selling it for less than $10. For example, $5, $6, $7. That way it's more accessible. You're gonna get way more sales. You're gonna get a quantity amount of sales. So you're gonna get like a lot of sales, but they're gonna be for a very little price. But if you can rack up a lot of sales, then it's gonna make up for how little it is. But let's say, for example, this ebook is like, I don't know, 70 pages long, and you're like, this has a lot of information. You look at the market, people are selling this ebook for $50, $70. You can price yours for $30 or price it for $25. Now, pricing your ebook anywhere above $10, let's say $15, $20, $25, you will get less sales. But the best part about it is that you are going to get more money per ebook. So for example, with selling it for, let's say, $7, all you need to do is if you make 10 sales, you have $70. But if you're selling it, let's say, for, I don't know, $35, all you need is 2 sales to make $70. But it's a lot more easier to convince people to buy a $7 ebook than it is to convince them to buy a $35 ebook. So it all depends on your personal strategy to promoting and marketing your product. Now comes a time where it's time to market your product. So when you're marketing your product, you can use free marketing tactics such as social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, whatever you want. Go and start creating an Instagram account. Post there every single day. I recommend, if you're posting short form content, you should be posting at least 2 to 3 videos per day. on that platform talking about and promoting your ebook. Talk about it, put your face in it, make yourself look pretty. Literally get dressed, go to a coffee shop and get a bunch of footage, a bunch of B-rolls, and use it to make content throughout the week. You should be posting at least 3 to 4 videos per day if you're posting on any short form content. Literally just promoting your product. Now, if you're posting on YouTube, it's a bit difficult because YouTube is more long form content. Now, when you start posting, either be TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you're not gonna see sales or followers right then and there. It will take you a couple weeks. I would give it at least 6 weeks. Grow your platform. Honestly, while you're creating your ebook, you can start posting videos so you can start racking up followers so that when you do launch your ebook, you will already have followers ready to buy the ebook. Okay. Now, how do you make your first sale? When you're making your first sale, I highly recommend putting your product at a discount. Everything you need to know about starting an ebook and starting digital marketing, it's really not that complicated. People make it the same, way more complicated than it actually is. When it comes to hosting your ebook, you can use Stan Store. Unfortunately, Stan Store is paid, but you can also use Beacons. Beacons is completely free. You can use it to host your ebook as well. You can use Linktree, it doesn't really matter, but just use something that's completely free to host your ebook. But honestly, it's really simple. It's not hard at all. This was a really quick video just because, like, getting a part-time job, getting a 9-to-5 is not the only way to make money. We can make money literally from the internet. And who says you cannot do both? You can do both. You can get a part-time job and also still do social media on the side. They're obviously both possible, but I'm just saying, before you apply to that next job, try this instead, and I promise you, you will not regret it. That's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a huge thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.